Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So today in this video we're taking a look at this. This is the SOBO hang on the back filter and the model number is WP508H. Now this is a slim filter, meaning that the thickness of this filter is very small, a little less than 2 inches. And this is how it came in a typical SOBO packaging. You can see this is how the filter will look, and this has 4 filter cartridges. And if you look at the specification of this filter, you can see that this can run on 220 volt to 240 volts, and the power of this filter is 6.8 watt, and the pumping capacity of this pump is 680 liters per hour. Now one thing I want to mention here is that this filter comes in 2 variants. This is the older model and a newer model which is available, I think, which is available now everywhere. And I think this model you will not find. The model number is same, but the only difference between the newer model and this one is that the power of the pump. So this particular one comes with a 6.8 watt, and if you go in the market buy the same filter with this model name, you will probably get a filter with 8 watt power, which is a little powerful than this one. Anyways, this is the one that I've got. The body and everything is same, just that the power head is just a little more powerful. Now I haven't tested that filter, so I can't say whether there is actually any difference or not. That is something I need to test when I'll get that filter in my hand. Anyways, this is how the filter looks from left. You can see 4 cartridges it takes. This is how it looks from the back. So without any further delay, let's just take a look at what we get in the box, and then we will measure the size of the filter so that this will give you an idea whether this filter will fit on your tank or not, and then we'll see how it looks on a tank. So as you can see, once you open the box, you realize that this filter is one of the biggest hang on the back filter from the SOBO lineup. So let me just take this out. So we got the filter itself. Inside the box we've got a small pamphlet. We got a small quality check sticker, and again we got this plastic piece which fits at the bottom of our filter, and this will help to put our filter snugly onto our glass, and we will use this at the end of this video. So let me just keep the plastic piece inside, keep the box aside, and just take a look at the filter itself. So inside the box you get the main filter itself. The first thing that you see is a pre-filter attached to a small extension. Now what this pre-filter does is, because when inside your aquarium, this will prevent any leaves or any floating material from getting into this pump. So if anything gets into this pump will get a little slower and will not run as efficiently as it would when it is new. So this pre-filter will prevent any debris or any floating leaves, if you have plants, to get into this filter. Again, this will also colonize some of the beneficial bacteria which will help in filtration. So this will go at the bottom of your pump. Let's keep that aside for now. Also on this there are some slits. This will also prevent other debris and other fish fries from getting sucked into your filter. So let's keep this aside. Let's take a look at the power head of this filter. So this is the power head of the filter, and if you look at the specification of this power head, you can read that this is a 6.8 watt power head. The newer model of the same filter comes with a 8 watt power head. So the power head feels good quality, and it comes with a cable length of 1 meter, 2-pin plug. Now this part of your pre-filter will connect at the bottom of the power head. So let's just keep this aside and let's take a look at the filter again now, and then I will show you how all of these gets put together. Now here is your lid, and on this lid you can see the model number WP508. To take the filter apart, just take this lid out, and then this extension will come out. Just pull this extension out and you can see this part comes out. On this you can extend the length of the filter by pulling this out. You can see this is the maximum length, and if you push this in, this is the shortest length. Here is your flow control lever. If you rotate this in this direction, you can see the opening is getting wider, and if you rotate it in the other direction, you can see the opening is getting closed. So with this lever you can control the flow of the filter in your tank, sorry, flow of the water in your tank. Now this is the filter itself. You can see it comes with 4 cartridges, and in these cartridges, I don't know if you can see or not, but there are some ceramic rings. Let me show you with a torch. So if I shine some light through, you can see some ceramic cartridges inside this pad, and you got 4 of these. Now not only you can use these 4 cartridges, you can also add your own media inside this tank. You can add some bio balls, you can add your own sponge in this filter. So what happens when the filter is running? The pump pumps water into this compartment, and when this compartment gets filled with water, the water has to go somewhere. So when the water passes through these filter media, these filter pads, the water has to pass through these filter pads, and when it passes through these, it gets filtered, and the filtered water can then throws back into your tank through this waterfall and through this part of your filter. So now that we've got the filter out, let us measure the size of the filter, and let me show you how this all put together. So you get these 4 filter pads, put them all in these slits. You can see there are slits, and the filter will fit, these filter pads will fit in these slits like that. Then you take this part, and as you can see, there are 2 grooves, 1 and 2, and on your pipe you will see that there are 2 parts, 1 and 2, and this will fit right in there like that. Press it down, and this is your flow control lever, which we'll use once we put this filter in our tank. Now let's attach our pump. Now you can attach this pump like this or like that. Make sure the wire is going up so that we can plug this out of our tank. So I'm going to plug this like this. So this is now plugged in, and then finally we've got our pre-filter, and this will go at the bottom of our power head. There we go. So now our filter is assembled. Now you can put the lid back on, and our filter is now assembled. Now let us do a very important thing now, which is measuring the filter length or size, so that you will be able to figure out whether this filter will fit on your tank or not. So start with the length of the filter in this direction. So if I measure the length of the filter in this direction, you can see the length of the filter is about, let's measure it from the top. You can see it is about 11 inches or 28.5 centimeters. Now the length in this direction doesn't matter because this part will go outside your tank, so that part doesn't matter. Now let me measure the length when the pipe is completely extended. So as you can see, at the moment the pipe is completely extended, so let me measure this length as well. And when this is extended, again this is coming out to be about 11 inches or about 28 centimeters. And the minimum length of the pipe is about 9.5 inches. So make sure before buying this filter, the depth or the height of your tank is at least 10 inches or more than 10 inches. Only then you will be able to fit this filter on your tank. So this is our filter assembly complete. Now let us put this on our tank, and let me show you how it looks on a tank while running. Alright guys, so let us put this filter on our tank. So this is our 3-feet tank. So let us put this in. Put the lid back on. So there is our lid. Let us plug this in. Let's wait for it to fill up. And now our filter is running. And so you can see the flow of the filter, and you can also hear the noise of the filter, which is absolutely none. And that's why a lot of people prefer these kinds of filters, because they do not make much noise, and when you're sleeping at night, it doesn't cause any disturbance, so you can sleep without any problem. Now let me show you how you can control the speed of this filter. So let us remove the lid, and you can see on the right of the filter there is this lever, So if I rotate this lever in the other direction, in the anti-clockwise direction completely, you can see the filter speed will decrease. This is the lowest filter speed, and if I rotate the lever in the other direction, you will see the speed increasing. And at the moment, this is the maximum filter speed, and this is how the filter is looking. So you can see it is not making much movement, and the noise is also very low. One thing you can do with this filter is that you can also add your own filter media. So I've got a couple of bio balls with me here. So I've got these couple of bio balls. Let's put them in. So after a couple of minutes or days, these will sink down. Let us put our lid back on. So this is how the filter is looking now. And if you have some extra sponge, you can add that in as well. We've also got some floating plants in this tank. There is a Amazon sword, some Ludwigia, and a couple of danios and some other fish. And this is the side profile of the filter, and as you can see, the filter is very slim, so it doesn't take much space around. Now one thing you will notice about the filter is that the filter is looking a little crooked, and that is because the plastic piece I showed you in the beginning is missing. So let us attach that plastic piece, and hopefully that will straighten up our filter and will make our filter snug on our tank. So let me just do that. So you can see the plastic part, and that's where we need to attach it. And as you can see, at the moment the filter is still crooked. So if I rotate that plastic part so that our filter becomes straight, so let me just rotate that. So as you can see, I've attached the plastic part, and if you look at the filter from the side, it is looking much better now. So there we go. This was my video on the SOBO WP508H hang on the back filter. I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.